Good morning, guys. Here we go. Hope we're all having a good Monday morning. Full body workout coming at you. We're going to need a couple of weights in this. You're going to need weights for squat. You will need weights for lunge if you want. We have got single arm row and shoulder press. So we're working from weighted exercises to floor and cardio exercises with 12 exercises straight through. I want to get yourself some water, get yourself weights if you need it, and we'll get ready to go. Now, so when you're ready, guys, on the toes, nice and light. Let's kick off this Monday, a new month, with a good full body workout to keep us moving. Under your jacks, let's go. Forward and back, hands and legs in, push that out. Back into that jack. And last 10, let's go. Keep it up. Just keep that up, keep that up, keep that up. And then we'll speed it up as well. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Plant the feet. Circle the arms. Back out the arms. Relax that. Hands on hips. Circle that round. And we will change to the other side. Relax that. Pick that down, grab the toes. Knees out, chest tall, stretch your hips. Stretch it up, stretch the hamstrings. Back it in. We'll stretch that up. Then we'll sit down in, knees out, chest tall, rotate. Relax that. Push the position, right to right, straight to hip, left to left, straight to hip, right to right. Left to left. Last one. And last one this side. Up at the top. On the side, tucking up to that chest. Rotate. Open it up. Last one. Turn that round, knee up, rotate. Last one. Bring it round, feet on, bridge up, squeeze the glutes, keep that moving. Last one. And we'll bring it up. Open the window, it's going to be warm. So again, you work through this. 12 exercises, standing down to floor. So one up, one down each time. We've got mountain climber, or squat, sorry, down to a mountain climber. We've got lunge down to the sit up. Press up into a total body extension, then single arm row into a flutter kick, lateral lunge into a squat thrust, and then shoulder press into a bicycle crunch. So there's plenty in the core and plenty in full body for this. So we can start with that squat. So again, with your squat, if you don't want to use the weight and you're not comfortable doing the squat, go to a chair, sit down, touch the chair, stand up out of that. Sit down, touch, stand up out of that. You can do that with weight also if you're feeling uncomfortable because of balance. Get my mic. So, pick one that suits best. Out on the floor, as long as you're not leaning forward and you're sitting down, keeping that chest up is all we're looking for. So we're going to rattle through this now, guys. I will grab my mat also. Whenever you're ready, we get ready to rock. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Head and chest up, bend the knees. So I'm pushing the knees out very slightly, my toes are out about 5 to 1, so it's just a very slight movement. You open that up, that allows your knees, so it gets you down between your hips and be able to stay more upright. Sometimes when people are too square and too close, their heels lift and they end up leaning forward because they can't actually bend the knees because of ankle restriction. Turn that out, open it out, drive up. 5 seconds. 10. We're going to go into the mountain climber. So take it down onto the floor. If you're not able to do it on the floor, elevate it up again onto that chair or table and drive it in. If that's still difficult, get up on the wall, drive it in from the wall. It's up to you which one suits you best. It doesn't need to be the floor if you're not able. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Knee in. Hips low, drive that in. So keep that up, keep that up, keep that up. Trying to keep your hips as low as possible, and that's hands under the shoulders. And then a fast, strong drive in. It can be for that pure cardio element. You can drive that in fast from here. If you're not able, you can just slow it down. Use it as that core exercise in 10. It depends on you and your fitness levels. Not everybody's able to keep technique when they speed it up. So I'd rather you slow it down. We're going to do a lunge, hands on the hips, step forward, push back strong to stand position, or you can keep the hand down, step forward and push back, or you can grab a weight in each hand. It's up to you. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I'm going to show the middle one. Push back. What we want is breathe in, breathe out as you push. Breathe in, supports the core, keeps you upright, breathe out, push back. Five seconds. That's good. And 10. We're ready. Sit up. Again, for complete beginners in the group, and then new members that are returning, remember, hands here, flex, control. You can toes up, flex, control, or grab a weight and do the same thing. 3, 2, 1, let's go. But this does plenty for here. Small movement, chin forward, head's not moving, arms are straight, I'm not pushing my hands, I'm flexing from my shoulders. Five seconds, that's good. And then we're flipping over into a press up. I should have left these out considering the time. All the ones we did in February, but there we go. When you're ready, so again, you can on the knees, pressing down, push it up. You can elevate this up onto a table, lean into the table or the kitchen counter, do it off your feet, as long as your chest is touching the surface where your hands are. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I'm just thinking on my knees. So we're leaning forward, core is nice and solid, bend the elbows, push back strong. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So the breath guides the way into what you're doing each time. I say. Last one. Time. We pick that up. We're going to do total body extension, so you have two options. You have either got low impact, where you don't jump, you just hips and hands back, swing it up and down, or high impact where you add the jump. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Again, it always comes down to picking what suits you best, not what you think you should be doing. But this is coming from the hip. Hips go back, hands go back. You're going to drive forward. You can aim for that ceiling if you want. You get a bit more height. That's good. Keep it up, keep it up. 5 seconds. And 10. Take it down. Single arm row. So, if you don't have weight, grab anything at all for resistance. Ton of beans, anything that's going to work for you. Chest is tall, straighten that body out. Grab the weight, drive your elbow back like you're elbowing someone behind you, straighten the arm and the weight down. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Drive back, control. Drive back, control. Kickstart. Yes, come on. Good. Halfway. Keep that moving. 5 seconds. Drive that elbow, straighten the arm, don't let the weight pull you down. And 10. We're into our flutter kick. So again, the core is controlled by the lower back here. So if you go low and you sit in your hands, you've got an arch in your lower back and it's pulling your shoulders off the floor, you're too low, you need to raise up. Take your hands out to the point where your core is engaged but your lower back's flat. So lower the legs down until you find that point, then you start your flutter kick. If you can't do a flutter kick because you can't stop doing this, straighten the legs, cross the ankles. 3, 2, 1. Whenever you're ready, let's go. Advance, shoulders up. You can do this if you want as long as your back is on the floor. You can make more W, you're doing a full hollow body hold with a moving leg. Which is the idea of the flutter kick, is that you're in a full body hold position, the legs are moving. Beginners, you go higher, or you cross the ankles from here to the point where the core is engaged. But it's up to you which one you do. 5 seconds. Breathe. Don't hold your breath in this. 10. Lateral lunge. So think of this as a stretch, especially if you're tightening the ground. So widen the feet, turn your toes out again slightly, 5 to 1. You're not turning them out to the side. It's just a small turnout. As you go to the side and start bending this knee, sit back, this leg stays straight. So think of it like stretching this. So I end up down here. Back up, I end up down here. If you need to hand the thigh, that's fine. If you don't, you can drive down and then push up strong. 3, 2, 1, let's go. But be careful, especially if you're tightening that ground. Ground's a delicate area. If you're tightening it, you never force it. Just go down and hold that stretch. Give it a bit of a loosen down. It's good. 5 seconds. And 10. Walking in slow. People that have sometimes jumping in, it's not good in the ground. Second last, or third last even, squat thrust. Again, we can elevate this for the beginners of the group. Hands on the sofa or the kitchen table, and then it's just a small movement here. If this doesn't suit, go back into the mountain climber. Or just jog in the spot. Advance, you know what to do on the floor, keep it solid, lock it up, small movement up and down. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Lock it up. So nice and light, nothing's moving here apart from my hips and my feet. So as I drive my hips up, it pulls the feet in. As I lower my hips down, it pushes the feet out. But everything else solid. Don't rock back and forward on your shoulders. Keep it solid. That's 1 and 10. Shoulder press. Second last exercise. So bell up to the chest. Split the stance if you need to protect that back. Keep your rib cage locked down. Don't let it flare up as you're pressing it. Keep it locked. Bicep to the ear, control the way down. 3, 2, 1, Let's go. Breathe. 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 I'm saying breathe as you push up. Breathe out. It helps concentrate on using the breath to drive the weight rather than thinking of having to force this thing above your head. 5 seconds. That's 1. And down. Continue on the floor, last exercise. Cardio. Bicycle crunch. I was about to say cardio and core there. Bicycle crunch on the floor. You have 3 options. Knees bent, hands to the side. You roll over under your shoulder. This shoulder lifts. You bring one knee in. Don't touch your elbow off your knee. So it's a small movement, up and down. Intermediate, length of the legs. Same thing. Up and down. From here. Advanced, you elevate everything. And then it's controlled movement. It's not this roly-poly bicycle crunch thing that people do. Whenever you're ready, and 3, 2, 1, let's go. So pick the one that suits you best. It can be elevated to here. You can have one foot on the floor to here, up and down, or it can be knees bent, coming in and out from here. Leave it up to you which one suits best. As long as you're nice and tight through that core and you're doing the one that suits you. I'm just going through the 3 of them here. You don't need to go through the 3 of them. It's just showing you how to bridge the gap. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We'll take it up. Grab a drink. We're doing that again. So again, for any of the new members, don't panic about the exercises, do what you can do. So, anything that doesn't suit, switch it out for something else. Anything you feel is too difficult, do the basic variation that we always show, so you don't always need to be trying the advanced variation. That's not what it's here for. We're looking for you to be able to progress over the course of the month, not always get stuck in an exercise that you can't do and you can't progress from. So start small. Use the steps to build yourself up to the more advanced one over a period of time. That's what everyone else that has success in these groups has done, and that's what you want you to do also. This is what we do in the gym as well. New people come into the gym and you see them, straight away they want to do the advanced exercise. Else straight away, if they're not able to pull them back. And they won't understand why, but they do whenever they start feeling the muscles that they're trying to work better than doing one that just is bad technique. That's not working what you need to work. Second round, squat again. Second and last round, we're going to get through this. Last 12, whenever you're ready. If you don't want to use the weight, you don't need the weight, but we're going to work through this. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So again, for beginners, use that sofa. If you don't want to use the weight, put the weight down, sit down, stand up. The idea of the sofa is that it gives you a point so that you're getting the leg depth each time. What I don't want you to do is just fall down, rock back, and then throw yourself up. So control the legs. You'll feel the muscles working tomorrow. Control them legs. Stand up, squeeze. From there. Control, stand up, squeeze. Last one. Tank. We are into our mountain climber. So again, I'll actually show it up here for the beginners. Going slow. Whenever you're ready. 3, advance on the floor, that mountain climber, slower fast. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Beginners. Hands on the shoulders, body lock solid, knee to the chest. This is what I'm doing. Driving my knee to my chest from here. If your hands are way out in front of your face, you're going to end up doing things like this. It's bad technique. Same on the floor. Lock it down. Straight line, hands under the shoulders, knees able to come into that chest. Core is working, everything's working nice and fast. If you're up elevated like this, you can speed it up like this, but don't try and run. Because the angle's just not suitable for it. So drive it like this, squeeze your core, keep it working, keep that moving. Time. For the beginners or the advanced lunge. So again, with or without weight, stepping forward, driving back out of that. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Drive back. If you find balance is an issue or that little bit of strength, hand down so that it hits the thigh. It'll help you push back up. If it's still difficult, put it higher in your thigh. So you've got that support the whole way through. That keeps your body upright and stops that core collapsing which can cause the lead leg to move. But you can really push off to help as you push back. So I bend the arms very slightly. As I come up, I push my body as well away. So it helps you up to bridge the gap of that difficult part. We'll do one more each side. Last one. And up. Good. Sit up. Take that down. Whenever you're ready, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Either hands here or here. Or you can put a weight in the hand and flex, but it's a flexion. I'm not going all the way back. I'm not throwing it back and throwing it up. It's controlled movement. Up and down. If you notice as well, I'm not doing this, throwing myself with my arms. Arms are straight. Pressure's coming from the core, from there. It does not do this if you're a beginner. Beginners, you should be here, like I showed at the very start. And time. So again, don't do the opposite of what I'm after saying and jump into the more advanced just because we're doing it. It's not what we want. Press up. Again, you can take that up to the kitchen counter or against the wall. Lean in where the hands are on the counter, that's where your chest goes. Not your face. Same on the floor. When you're pressing on the floor, it's not this. Here. It's here. Your chest is going to where your hands are, guys. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Drop the hips, squeeze the glutes, core tight like a plank. Lean, press. Lean, press. Things that shouldn't happen. Pelvis shouldn't hit the floor, because now you're not bending your arms. Head shouldn't go down first, because now you're not bending your arms. Bend, press. If you can't do it on the floor, elevate yourself onto that table or kitchen counter until you can get to the floor. Just make sure they're jammed against the wall so they don't slide. 5 seconds. And tap. Stretch that back. Bring it up. Full body extension. Hips and hands back. We're going to swing up out of that and keep it moving. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Straight back. Off we go. If you don't want to jump, you just swing. Or you can bridge the gap here onto the tiptoes. From here to challenge balance. Or you back into the dance movement. If you break down through those levels of what we're able to do. Where are we at? 5 seconds. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Single arm rope, opposite side of the body. So we did right hand last time, we have to do left hand this time. You balance the body. Stretch that out, chest nice and tall. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Straight back, control. Straight back, control. Keep that moving. Halfway. So the elbow does work, like I'm elbowing someone behind me and then I control it down. Elbow back, control it down. 3, 2, 1. We'll take it up. Flutter kick. So again, you'll note from the last time where your legs need to be. If you're feeling the back in this, your legs are too low. They're too low to go higher. Whenever you're ready, and don't sit on your hands. 3, 2, 1. Lift them up, lower them down to where you've control, then start your movement. Doesn't have to be big, it can be small, but don't do this, you guys. Don't kick from the knees, pointless. I would rather you just did this and stayed in that hollow body hold position. Where are we at? I know I'm exercising, go away. 5 seconds, come on. Breathe. 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 We'll do 5 more. Come on. The challenge. And 10. Lateral lunge. So again with that lateral lunge, step out. If you're too close, you may feel that you step out here. This is awkward. You have no chance of getting down anywhere here. Because when you go to push your body out of position, this leg now goes at this angle, this shin. Shins need to be straight when you go out. So get out to the point where your shin is able to stay straight so that you have balance and control. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So that's straight, that's supporting me, straight down through, and then I push up. I can do this here, down and in from this, or I can do this. Down and up from there. It's up to you. Five seconds. And 10. Good. Walking in slowly. Squat thrust. So I showed elevated the last time. No, actually I didn't. I showed the floor. I just give a small demonstration. So I'll do elevated this time. Everyone else go to the floor. Whenever you're ready. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Step it out. And again, small movement in and out. Bend the knees. Keep it soft. The only thing moving is my feet. When I'm elevated like this, I don't want to see this. Legs not moving and your shoulders are coming in and out. Shoulders don't move. The feet. Rest my body, support me, but it's free and relaxed. I'm not, my head isn't going back and forward as I'm doing this. It's a small movement. There's only moving about 2 boards here on the floor. 1 more is plenty if you're not able. Keep a soft bend in the knee. If it impacts too much, might climb it. Get back into this. Time. So, switch it up. Shoulder press off the arm, and then bicycle crunch to finish. Whenever you're ready. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Drive it up, control. Drive it up, control. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Last one. And down. Then we are finishing with our bicycle crunch. So we're taking that down, so again, can be knees bent, lift and lift. It can be slightly elevated, lift and lift, or it can be elevated fully, lift and lift. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So rotate, shoulder lifts, knee lifts, they don't touch together. That's like aiming your armpit to your knee, so we get that nice shoulder flexion to get under that oblique. You can bridge the gap, out and in, from here, or you can elevate and rotate from here. Halfway. So again, I'm rotating as I'm doing this. 5 seconds. Keep it up. And 10. And we'll bring it up. And that is us. So grab drink eggs and then we'll stretch you out. So when you're ready, stretch out and back. Hands out the side, stretch that back. Round the front, push that forward. Arm across, pull that through. We'll change. And then hands around the back, roll it back, stretch it up. Relax that. Balance if you need. You need to prepare for balance, bring your foot up, knees together, straighten that up, and then stretch. Because if you're here and it's like this here and you're trying to balance, you're not getting straight. The idea here is stretching, not balancing. We will change, so knee up, grab the toes, knees together, stretch. Relax that down. And then we'll take that out the front, step forward, step back under the hips, stretch that. And we will change, step back. And then big step back, pelvis hook forward, step down. Change. And we'll bring it up. Well done guys, Monday done. Keep it going now. Keep that working. Even when you don't feel like it, consistency wins every time over motivation. Motivation will come and go. But if you're consistent and you keep hitting the work, even when you don't feel like it, keep getting it done, you're going to get the benefits of it. Even if you don't feel like you are, you're still going to get the benefits. So, have a good one, guys. Have a good Monday.